Hey guys. Sorry I'm not there today. My boss has told me how to go to a meeting. And so basically, it's a really long meeting, and I'll be in class, kind of like how you guys are. So I'll be sitting there, same thing as y'all, and I'll be learning too. So just know that I'm going for a good reason to help you get finding new ways to help you guys learn. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a good day, even without me there. You're supposed to be having quite a good time today. Remember, you're trying to earn your tickets. The more tickets you earn, the more likely you're going to get your book fair prize. Okay, so don't forget. All right. Okay, so I just let y'all hang out with the sub and all that kind of stuff and do everything you need to do. I wanted to teach you a quick little lesson. That way you still get to see me and my beautiful face, right? Anyway, we're going to learn a quick lesson on biographies today. So yesterday we reviewed just different characteristics of a biography. We talked about how a biography needs, it has to be in chronological order. Yeah, it has to start from the beginning to the end. There has to be, the first sentence is usually talking about when that person was born. Usually biographies are about, it can be about a famous person or somebody who's made just a huge impact on someone's life. And it can be about somebody who is alive or somebody who's already passed on. So biographies are really important because they give us information about people that we don't know face to face. So yesterday we read about George Washington, right? And we learned quite a few things about him. And it didn't give us everything, but we did learn quite a few things in just a little paragraph. So today we're going to read one about Laura Wilder, and she is a really, really gifted author, and she's also a teacher. And she is, remember I was talking to you guys yesterday about that live wax museum project that we might do like later in the year, and she's one of those people that you guys could choose to do. So I just wanted to choose a biography on somebody that you could also use for that project coming up later. So I'm going to give the sub a minute to pass out that biography, and you will find that in the sub box. Okay guys, so take a look at your biography that I printed out for you. I even hole punched it for you so you can put this in the ELAR section of your binder. Notice how it has her name listed at the top. It has when she was born, the years of when she was born and when she died, and it just has some key. It has some key words up here at the top that kind of tells you what her job was in her lifetime. Okay. Also, notice how there's these sections divided in the biography, different titles. And those titles tell you what that paragraph is going to be about. So the first one says, who was Laura Ingalls Wilder? Okay, and so in this paragraph, you're going to find out why she is famous. All right, and then coming down here, it talks about her early life, and we talked about this yesterday. In a biography, we start from the beginning to the end. So this is where she is talking about, this is where the author is writing about when she was born and kind of what happened in her early years of life. Okay, she moved a lot. Moving down. Okay, there's a separate paragraph just about her teaching. She ended up being a teacher, and she had to work in a one-room schoolhouse. Take a look at that. 12 miles from her parents' home. Marriage and children, just a whole other section about that. Her getting married to Almanzo, falling in love, and having children. That's another complete section. All right, and then down here, the Little House series, and it talks about the book that she wrote, which is called The Little House on the Prairie. And actually, tomorrow when I come in, we're going to read a little bit from The Little House on the Prairie. And during AR today, if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about it, it's actually going to be on that book rack by the library. Okay, it's a big chapter book, and it's called Little House on the Prairie. Okay, so she wrote that. And so this is just her biography on what her life was like, and what she ended up doing, and how she ended up being this famous published author about her life. Okay, so take a minute or two, talk to your partner, and look at this biography and talk about, like, how do you know that this is a biography? I know it says biography on there, of course. And not all biographies are going to say biography on there. So you got to figure out, how are you going to be able to know that this is a biography? We talked a little bit about this yesterday too. So take a look at the article. Tell the sub specifically, tell your partner specifically, how do you know that this is a biography? Just by looking at it. Just look at the way that it is organized. Okay, talk to your partner, the sub, or one of my kiddos. Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, guys, so hopefully you went ahead and talked to your partner about the different ways that you would know that this biography on Laura Wilder is a biography. Okay, hopefully you talked about the title, how it has her name on it, how it has the year that she was born and when she died. Hopefully you talked about how each paragraph has a title above it that tells you what that paragraph is going to be about. And if you actually read the whole biography, you would know that it is only talking about Laura Wilder and just her life. So you know that it's being written in third person point of view. Somebody else wrote it. Okay, you could have gone on and on and on. So hopefully you guys at least mention one or two of those things to each other when talking. Okay, so now we're going to get into writer's workshop. Okay, so remember, in writer's workshop, we're kind of getting ready to write a biography by the end of the week. And so you're going to be paired up with a friend. I don't mind you choosing your own friend, but these people, Moses, Armando, who else? They can't be partners. They can't do it. They just can't handle it. Somebody else needs to be the partner. Okay? Keyshawn and Alan and Akir, not happening. She's a different friend. You can do that. So, partner with someone you can be accountable with, okay? If you're being partners with your best friend, then you're probably not going to get it done. So think about it and think about who you should be paired with. And so basically you guys are going to get together. The sub has my sheet in the sub box, and it looks a little like this. Okay, yeah, so it looks a little like this. This is your sheet to take notes on. This is not your actual biography yet. This is just kind of like your planning tool. Kind of like in writer's workshop when we're in the writing process, we have to brainstorm. This is kind of the same thing. So you're going to put the name of your classmate up here. This illustration needs to happen last because your main focus has got to be coming up with these questions down below. Okay, so you and your partner, you're going to write down 5 questions. Where it says question 1, you're going to write that question in the first blank. Okay, and then underneath it, where it says response, you're going to write their answer. Hopefully that makes sense. So the question you're coming up with on your own, you're creating it. And then down below, you're going to write down what your partner said. How did they answer the question? Okay, you got to take notes. You can't just ask the question and then hear the response and not do anything. I mean, you're going to have to write a biography on your partner later. So you're going to want to hear their response and write it down at the same time. So you'll do that for 5 questions. If you guys are stuck and you just can't think of a question to ask your partner, well, take a look at this. Here's some sample questions. So maybe think about using these types of questions to ask your partner in order to get to know them just a little bit better. So describing your family, who do you live with? What's your favorite instrument? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite board game? Do you have brothers and sisters, pets? What's your favorite subject in school? Who's your best friend? What's your favorite word? What's your favorite food? Okay. Does your family have an ethnic or cultural background? Okay. If those are people who have backgrounds uh, that are related to like a Hispanic heritage, Italian, French. For me, I'm Scottish, so if you know what that is, you can ask that question. The last one is like, do you celebrate any holidays? Maybe you have a certain religion and you celebrate certain holidays that other people don't, and that would be really interesting. Okay, so using these kind of as your sample questions, something to think about when you're creating those questions. Definitely want to ask, since it is a biography and you know that first sentence is going to say it, when were they born? Okay, and maybe ask what city they were born in. Maybe they weren't even born in Texas. Okay, so this is definitely something, these are definitely some questions that you need to be thinking about when you're asking your partner. Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. You're going to write your 5 questions. Okay, then you're going to ask those questions to your partner. You're going to get their response. You got to write it down where it says response. Okay, you have to write their answer. You should be writing really neatly. Your sentences need to be very clear. I have to be able to read this. Okay. At the very end, once you've created all 5 questions and they've responded to you, that's when you will finally go back and fill in that illustration. Okay, so you should take the time you need. It needs to definitely be finished today. Okay, we definitely need to have this done today. But it shouldn't take you more than 30 to 45 minutes. All right? All right, guys, so the main thing is to get those questions done. Okay, that's the main thing that I want you to think about today is getting that done. Okay, it has to be done. You can take 30 to 45 minutes. If you guys need more, that's something that the sub will have to decide. And you will be allowed more time if needed. Okay, so if you guys get done like super early, there's extra things in my sub box that need to be done. Okay, you're not going to be happy with it. Okay, we're not going to do stations like what we've been practicing because I'm not there. Okay, so the rest of the day will be very independent. You're going to be working on your own. Everything that I've given you in the box is something we've already covered in class or online. And so it should really be a review. If you really need help, definitely ask the sub if you need any help. Okay, or you can ask a friend nearby. The volume shouldn't be very loud today. Remember, you're trying to earn your tickets. Okay, do not disturb the sub. Let's not make a loud environment for her or him. So please be sure to be courteous, be kind, be on your best behavior, and I'll see you guys soon. I miss you already. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Be good, and hey, there is homework tonight. There's definitely homework tonight. Don't think that because I'm not there that there's not homework tonight. There's homework tonight. Get it done. All right, bye guys.